Good morning. I apologize. Y'all know, most of you know there was an accident on 55 and it let us all a little behind, so I apologize for that. So appreciate your patience. Good morning, everyone. Appreciate you joining us this morning. Apologize for our tardy start. There was an accident on 55 that caused me a bit late, so appreciate your patience this morning. We'll go ahead and get kicked off. I'm David Martin, Chair of the Commission on Teacher and Administrator Education, Certification, and Licensure Development. The Commission present at the Central High School Building, 4th floor boardroom, 359 Northwest Street, Jackson, Mississippi, 39201. This is a regular meeting of the Commission being held today, Friday, September 8th, 2023 at 10:10 a.m. pursuant to Mississippi Code annotated 37-3-2, Section 3 and 2541.5. Notice of this meeting, which included date, time, place, and purpose of the meeting and identified the location of available public, has been posted. Audio recording is being made of this meeting and minutes of the meeting will be recorded. Item 1 is our call to order. This meeting is being called to order at 10:10 a.m. on Friday, September 8th, 2023. Next item on the agenda is to establish our quorum. As I call the names of commission members, please state the location of your presence for this meeting. James Creel.
Present, Ridgeland, Mississippi.
Thank you, sir. Rebecca Gray.
Present, Iuka, Mississippi.
Thank you, ma'am. William Henderson. William Hamilton. Hamilton. Mary Hill Taylor.
Present, boardroom, Jackson, Mississippi.
Thank you. John Howard. Absent today. Kim Hubbard.
Present, Jackson, Mississippi.
Thank you, ma'am. Dr. Teresa J-Rowe.
Present, Jackson, Mississippi.
Thank you, ma'am. Dr. Burnell Kelly.
Present.
Thank you, ma'am. She's here with us in Jackson. Dr. Teresa Poole.
Present, Jackson, Mississippi.
Thank you, ma'am. Dr. Shelley Simmons.
Present, Jackson.
Thank you, ma'am. Ms. Etta Taplin.
Present, Jackson, Mississippi.
Thank you. Mr. Dylan Baldwin.
Present, Jackson, Mississippi.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Aaron Wilson.
Present, Jackson, Mississippi.
Thank you. And William Murphy.
Present, Jackson, Mississippi.
Thank you, sir. All right. Got a good turnout. It's nice to see all these smiling, happy faces back together. A quorum of the commission is present at the location stated for conducting a meeting through in-person and/or teleconference means. Moving on to item 3, approval of the minutes from our July 7th, 2023 meeting of the Commission on Teacher Administrator Education, Certification, Licensure Development. Entertain a motion for approval. Please identify yourself for the record. Thank you, ma'am. We'll need a second.
Second, Mary Hill Taylor.
Thank you, ma'am. Any discussion? Move forward with a vote. All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion carries. Agenda item 4, adoption of our agenda. Entertain a motion for approval. Please identify yourself for our record.
Aaron Wilson, motion to approve.
Thank you, sir. Need a second?
Second, Terry J-Rowe.
Thank you, ma'am. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. All right, move on to item 5. Dr. Corey Murphy with our MDE updates.
Yes, sir. Good morning, Chairman Martin and members of the commission and education stakeholders. While I don't have any updates, I know it's been since March of 2020 since you guys have met in person. And so we have a few new members on the commission, but those most recently joining us, because I know the majority of you had the opportunity to join each other during a retreat or during subcommittee meetings and so on and so forth. So I want to just share with you, Dylan Baldwin is joining us as the community college representative. He's here to my left. He's representing District 1. And we have Aaron Wilson, Mr. Aaron Wilson, representing District 4 and he's representing the role of teacher. And then we have Mr. William Murphy, who's representing District 2 as administrator, joining the commission. Also, Mr. Howard's not with us today, and want to basically ask that you guys consider keeping him and his family in your thoughts and prayers as he lost his wife a couple weeks ago. And so just want to keep him lifted up, but also praying for our colleague, Dr. Stulik, as well, in her loss. And so those are my updates for today. Thank you.
Thanks, sir. I appreciate that. All right, move on to item number 6, approval of Jackson State University's request to add a child development, pre-kindergarten and kindergarten pre-KK supplement endorsement to his existing elementary education K-3 approved licensure track educator prepared program. Dr. Burson.
Good morning, Chairman Martin, Dr. Murphy, members of commission. It is so good to see you all in person. Today, I bring to you 2 items that are pre-K related, and we are very pleased to bring these to you. As you may or may not know, the 2013 legislation around the Early Learning Collaborative Act enacted that all of our pre-K teachers have to be licensed now by 2024. So this has been an iterative process. So by now, 50% of our pre-K teachers are licensed, but by August the 1st of 2024, they all need to be licensed. So we are thankful for our EPPs that have this pre-K licensing at their institutions. We have 5 institutions that offer bachelor's degrees in pre-KK, and then we have some that just offer the supplemental endorsement. And the first that I'm bringing to you is Jackson State. They currently have an approved program for K-3. So what they've requested from you is that they are modifying that K-3 program to remove 4 courses, and then they're going to add 4 courses in the place of those to make the program more pre-K related, so that these candidates will get the K-3 license and the pre-K license when they finish, because the pre-K piece is a supplement to the degree program, if that helps. So they're going to, and you have this in your backup, removing strategies and techniques for reading in the elementary schools, Ed Psych, elementary concepts of geometry, classroom management, and learning environments. Those are the titles that they would remove. Those are 3-hour courses. Adding teaching and learning styles of young children, field experience in child care, methods and materials of early childhood education, child guidance, and classroom management is still there. And then they're going to have 2 sections of clinical internship where they will require candidates to complete a portion of the field experience in pre-K, and then the other could be in grades 1 through 3. And so we come to you today to request that you approve their request to add the supplemental endorsement to their K-3 degree program.
I like that idea. I think adding it to their program and just kind of modifying what they got was a good plan on their part.
And we have several institutions that do this as well. So it's just it's a good way so that the candidates, when they complete, it's just more marketability for those candidates to hold endorsements in multiple areas.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. All right, we'll entertain a motion for approval, a motion to take under advisement. Please identify yourself for the record and your motion.
Motion for approval, Etta Taplin.
Thank you, ma'am.
Second, Burnell Kelly.
Thank you, ma'am. Any discussion? Call for a vote at this time. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Moving on to agenda item number 7, approval of the University of Southern Mississippi's request to modify its existing approved child development, pre-kindergarten, kindergarten, master's degree licensure track educator preparedness program. Dr. Burson.
Sure. Again, this is pre-K related. This is the University of Southern Miss. It's their master's degree for pre-K licensure. What they're doing in this program is they're trying to create multiple tracks for their candidates. So some candidates may not be seeking teacher licensure, and so, but in our case, we are looking at teacher licensure. And so they're requesting to add several new electives that would be more supportive of those pre-K teachers. This is bereavement and loss for children and families, child development methods and materials, curriculum activities for young children, introduction to play therapy, advanced intervention procedures for young children with disabilities, components of the reading and writing process, and foundations of literacy process. So these would be electives that they could choose from. They're just, like I said, tweaking their program slightly. They'll be removing 3 courses, critical issues in child development, seminar in child development, program evaluation and assessment, and then adding in 3 in the place of those, trauma-informed care and education, equity, diversity, and inclusion of children and families, and then practicum in child development. So again, these are just modifications to an already approved program, and we seek your approval for this recommendation.
Ma'am, thank you for that. All right, we will entertain a motion for approval. A motion take under advisement. Please identify yourself for the record and your motion. Thank you, ma'am. Second?
Dylan Baldwin, second.
Baldwin, thank you, sir. Any discussion? Just a reminder, if we call for a vote, those of you on the phone, make sure to unmute yourself. I think we missed y'all on the last vote. Had trouble hearing you. All right, we'll call for a vote at this time. All those in favor, please say aye. 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 Thank you. Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you, Commissioners, and we appreciate Jackson State and USM's effort for pre-K.
Thank you. Moving on to item number 8, approval of ratifications of agreed-upon orders and/or voluntary surrenders. Mr. Scott DeYoung.
Thank you, Chairman Martin. Good morning, everyone. The Office of Educator Misconduct Evaluations has 7 agreed orders that we would like the Commission to consider for ratification. In the matter of Mississippi Educator License Number 330266, whereas on or about January 30th, 23, the Office of Educator Misconduct received an Appendix C submitted by the Hinds County School District alleging violation of Standard 10 of the Mississippi Educator Code of Ethics and Standards of Conduct. The respondent, Amanda Minor, admits violating Mississippi Code Annotated 37957 and Standard 10 of the Mississippi Educator Code of Ethics and Standards of Conduct on or about January 19th, 2023, by resigning or otherwise breaching her contract with the Hinds County School District, without first being released from contract, and that such action constitutes grounds for suspension of a teacher or administrator license pursuant to Mississippi Code Annotated 373-212A. Respondent's license shall be relinquished, suspended, or otherwise surrendered from the date of ratification by the Commission through June 30th of 2023. The respondent shall be eligible for reinstatement upon conclusion of the suspension prior and must petition for reinstatement of respondent's educator license pursuant to Mississippi Code Annotated 3732-14A without the necessity of a hearing. In the matter of Educator License 246542, Bryant Humphrey, on or about October 8th, 2021, the Office of Educator Misconduct received an Appendix C from the Macomb School District alleging the respondent violated Standards 1 and 4 of the Mississippi Educator Code of Ethics and Standards of Conduct. And the respondent, Bryant Humphrey, admits that during the 2021-2022 school year, while employed as an educator with the Macomb School District, violated Standards 1 and 4 of the Mississippi Educator Code of Ethics and Standards of Conduct, and that such actions constitutes grounds for suspension or revocation of a teacher or administrator license pursuant to Mississippi Code annotated 373212F. Upon execution of the agreed order, educator's license to teach in the state of Mississippi and all privileges belonging to said license shall immediately be placed on probation for a period of 1 calendar year from the date of ratification by the commission. Further agreed, the respondent shall, at his own expense, complete a 3-credit hour or equivalent seminar or coursework related to educator ethics from a reputable source satisfactory to the commission prior to the conclusion of the probationary period stated prior. Respondent shall submit proof of attendance and successful completion of the course to the Office of Educator Misconduct. Probationary period shall remain in effect for 1 calendar year from the date of ratification. Any violations of state and/or federal law and/or allegations of violation of Mississippi Code or failure to complete a requirement of the probation during the probationary period shall automatically result in the immediate suspension of the license for 1 calendar year. In the matter of Educator License 267016, Lewis Green, on September 10th, 2021, the Office of Educator Misconduct received an Appendix C from the Jackson Public School District alleging that the respondent, Lewis Green, violated Standard 10 of the Mississippi Educator Code of Ethics. The respondent admits violating Standard 10 on or about August 4th, 2021 by resigning or otherwise abandoning respondent's position as a teacher with the Jackson Public School District. The surrender shall remain in effect through June 30th, 2024, and the respondent shall not apply for reinstatement prior to this date. Thereafter, the respondent may petition for reinstatement of respondent's educator license, and the Office of Educator Misconduct is authorized to reinstate the respondent's license without further order or action of the commission. In the matter of educator license number 221985, Crystal LaFleur, on or about February 15, 23, the Office of Educator Misconduct received an Appendix C from the Rankin County School District alleging violation of Standard 10. Respondent, Crystal LaFleur, admits violating Standard 10 of the Mississippi Educator Code of Ethics and Standards of Conduct on or about November 17, 2022, by resigning or otherwise breaching her contract. Respondent's license shall be relinquished, suspended, or otherwise surrendered from the date of ratification by the Commission through June 30th of 2024. Respondent will be eligible for reinstatement upon conclusion and must petition for reinstatement of her license without the necessity of a hearing. Matter of Educator License 317051, Ruby Jennings. On or around February 12, 2023, the Office of Educator Misconduct received an Appendix C from the Rankin County School District alleging violation of a Standard 10, breach of contract. Respondent admits violating Standard 10 on or around December 9, 2022 by resigning or otherwise breaching a contract with the Rankin County School District. Respondent's license shall be relinquished, suspended, or otherwise surrendered from date of ratification through June 30th, 2024. In the matter of license number 208487, Parthenia Fields, on or around April 5th, 2023, the Office of Educator Misconduct received an Appendix C from the Jackson Public School District alleging violation of Standard 10. Respondent admits violating Standard 10 on or about December 21st, 2022, by resigning or otherwise breaching her contract with the Jackson Public School District without first being released from the contract. Respondent's license shall be relinquished, suspended, or otherwise surrendered from July 1st, 2023 through June 30th of 2024. The matter of license number 296191, Margaret Baker, on around December 7th, 2022, the Office of Educator Misconduct received the Appendix C alleging violation of Standard 10 from the Jackson Public School District. Respondent admits violating Standard 10 on or around October 26, 2022 by resigning her position with the Jackson Public School District without first being released from the contract. Respondent's license shall be relinquished, suspended, or otherwise surrendered from the date of ratification by the Commission through June 30th, 2024. The educator must petition for reinstatement of her educator license pursuant to Mississippi Code annotated 373214A without necessity of a hearing. That concludes the agreed orders, and the Office of Educator and Misconduct respectfully requests that the commission consider these for ratification.
Yes, sir. Thank you for that. As always, we know that is a lot of work, so we appreciate that. Entertain a motion for approval. Motion take under advisement. Please identify yourself for the record and your motion.
Make a motion to approve Mary Hill Taylor.
Thank you, ma'am. Need a second?
Second, Teresa Poole.
Ma'am? Any discussion? We'll move for a vote. Don't forget, those of you who are joining us by phone, to unmute. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Appreciate you, sir.
Thank you.
Moving on to item 9, under other business, discussion and/or approval of our 2024 dates for regular meetings of the Licensure Commission, and those are listed there. There's a pretty good pattern, except for that July date gets moved back a week, I'm sure due to the 4th holiday being in that vicinity. Say we usually meet every other month. It kind of gives you an idea. Everybody's had a moment to look those over. I'll entertain a motion for approval. Please identify yourself for the record.
Motion to approve, Etta Taplin.
Thank you, ma'am. Need a second?
Second, William Murphy.
Thank you, sir. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Thank you, sir. Any opposed? Motion carries. All right, moving on to item 10. That was a quick morning. I'd have been on time, but a little quicker, so appreciate y'all's patience. Item 10 is our adjournment. So again, as always, appreciate everybody's time and effort in being here, and appreciate those efforts who put these meetings together and get all the paperwork and things that need to be done to have us here and have it all, make it run smoothly. Entertain a motion for approval for adjournment. Please identify yourself for the record.
Make a
Aaron
motion
Wilson.
to approve Mary Hill Taylor.
Thank you, ma'am.
Second, Aaron Wilson.
Second, thank you, sir. Just a reminder, our next meeting scheduled for Friday, November 3rd, 10 a.m. here in this room. With that, we'll call for a vote. All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion carries. This meeting is considered adjourned at 10:32 a.m. Thank you all. Appreciate you.